Welcome to 2013 and a brand new year of City Connections. I'm your host, Jodie Baumgartner, and I'm here on GTN's new set of City Connections. Now we've got a great show planned for you. We're going to fill you in on some exciting new changes to the recycling program, have an in-studio interview with a special guest, and we're going to meet some new faces and new places at the city. But first, we're going to kick off the new year with a look forward to the Coliseum as they prepare for another ACC tournament.
Well, it's a big year in Greensboro to host the ACC women's and men's tournaments back-to-back in the Greensboro Coliseum. So with the women's tournament this year, it'll be an exciting run. We have a lot of teams that are playing much better this year, including North Carolina, so we're hoping for greater attendance. So we have mascot night on Friday night, which is a big feature. And then, of course, Saturday and Sunday, we have a tremendous amount of group activity and a number of other activities that are designed to make people have a big time at the basketball tournament. For the men's basketball tournament, a week later, we have the 60th anniversary of the ACC men's basketball tournament. It will have been played in the Greensboro Coliseum 24 times, the most of any venue. And it's going to be a big time show as the last time these 12 schools will be playing in the ACC tournament before conference expansion. The Hall of Champions is intended to be a feature of the ACC tournament when it's in Greensboro. So traditionally we're open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 to 4. But during both tournament weeks, we expand those hours and we'll be open generally from 10 to 4 on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday of both tournament weeks. So it's an expanded schedule, and you can find more information about the Hall of Champions at acchallofchampions.net. Behind me you can see some things about the brand new scoreboard that was put in back in October. At close to $1.2 million. We are in the midst of our major seat replacement project where we will be replacing 10,000 seats in the lower level prior to the ACC tournaments, and then we'll be coming back at the end of March and starting on the additional 10,000 seats. To find out more information about the Greensboro Coliseum, you can go to our website at greensborocoliseum.com, or you can call the Coliseum switchboard during normal business hours, which is 336-373-7400.
Thanks, Scott. I know I'm looking forward to this year's slate of events at the Coliseum. Now it's time for this month's fun fact. See if you can guess the correct answer. How many times has the Greensboro Coliseum hosted the men's ACC tournament? A, 9 times, B, 15 times, or C, 23 times? Stay tuned to find out the answer later in the show. At the beginning of the year, the city put into place some exciting new changes to the recycling program, further expanding Greensboro's commitment to protecting our environment. Here's Sheldon Smith to give us an update.
We're always looking at ways to increase the services that we provide to the city of Greensboro, and also the biggest thing for me is that it helps reduce disposal costs. We've added more products to our current service tier. We've actually added additional plastics 3 through 7. Originally our program took 1 and 2 plastics, but now we've increased that to plastics 3 through 7. Those items that we're adding to our current service will actually help us reduce our disposal costs, which ranges anywhere from $5.5 to $6 million for our division. We also take in metal pots and pans, and primarily we've listened to our customers about pizza boxes, so we've added pizza boxes to the mix as well. Every item that we can recycle in our waste stream helps us save on disposal costs. That is the largest expense other than providing the collection that we have in solid waste. So anytime that we can recycle as much as we can, we've been willing to do that. If you think about our service now, that with the big items such as white goods, appliances, things of that nature, that we do recycle those. This is another large, big ticket item, if you will, with mattresses large in size that we can actually take out of our waste stream, and that helps us save disposal costs. Mattress recycling is an actual scheduled service, so all they have to do is call 373 City and give their name and address and what they actually want to put out, how many mattresses or box springs they want to put out for collection. Because we do have mattress go around, they actually provide the pickups for us in addition to our bulk crews out there, but we separate that out and they pick the mattresses up separately. We do accept box springs, and I would say with the mattress itself, just if it is soiled, try to maybe cover it in something like an old sheet or something like that, if it bring it out so that it won't get as wet if on a rainy day. But normally that anytime that you want to get rid of them, you can just set them on the curb just like your regular bulk service. You can always call 373-CITY, or you can go to the webpage and you should be able to find information regarding the new changes.
City Manager Denise Turner-Roth has completed assembling her management team. David Parrish is eager to take on his new role as Assistant City Manager, while Jim Westmoreland, a not-so-new face to Greensboro, is excited to return in his new capacity as Deputy City Manager. Let's take a look at what they both had to say.
It's just my honor and privilege to be back with the City of Greensboro. I am certainly blessed to be able to serve the citizens of Greensboro in this role and capacity as the Deputy City Manager of the city. Have reconnected with a lot of friends, reconnected with a lot of great places in Greensboro. Am impressed by where the city is headed. Vision for the city organization is to really help us move to an organization of excellence. I think that we have all the potential here in this organization to really develop ourselves as one of those special places that people interact with on a daily basis. We deliver good, excellent customer service. We deliver good quality services in terms of everything that we do at every level in the organization. We're strategic in our thinking, we're strategic in our actions and our activities. The citizens should and will be proud of what we do as it relates to how we spend their resources and the money that they provide to us to do the work of the City of Greensboro. Right now I have responsibilities for all of the public safety departments in Greensboro, including police and fire and Guilford Metro 911. Have responsibilities for all of our operating departments in the city, including human resources, finance, and budget, and also have planning and community development currently reporting to me. So there's a big broad array of different department activities and responsibilities that exist there with this position. I can't be more pleased with our current City Council members and the leadership that they exercise, the time that they put into what they do to help our organization, to help this community move forward. So when the opportunity really presented itself to come back to Greensboro, and just knowing that local government is where you can really make a difference in the lives of people and change how the community functions, I became very excited, and it really wasn't a difficult decision at that point for my wife and I to decide to come back to the city. There's a lot of certainly responsibility that comes with the position, but I'm very happy to be in the role, very excited to be back to Greensboro.
Good to be back home. I grew up here in Greensboro, went to elementary school and junior high and high school here, and actually attended undergraduate here at UNC Greensboro. So nice to be back home, have a lot of roots here, families from here, both my wife's families from the area as well. Grew up here, played a lot of sports, played on a lot of the recreation fields, so as a consumer of the city services, it's nice to be back and involved with the operation and delivery of those services from which I've benefited from. So good to be back for that. Professionally, I feel like I've had some great experiences in other places, and kind of bringing those back to this organization with some perspectives and some insights hopefully will be beneficial. I'm spending a lot of this time really just kind of listening to staff. I'll start listening to more and more as I get out, listening to some of the community members. Got some meetings set up to kind of hear what's happening and hear what's going on and be a part of this team. We have a great executive team, so I'm thrilled to be a part of that. I am the Assistant City Manager essentially over what we term infrastructure. So I have field operations, engineering and inspections, transportation, and water resources for now. So those four major departments which really deliver a lot of the services that people take advantage of every day. So I'm involved with a lot of those operations and kind of working with that team to make sure that we deliver the product, but we deliver it with a great customer service and a benefit to the community. So some major responsibilities and some major departments there, but I think that's exciting, and I think it's an exciting project to be a part of and part of the city to be a part of.
Thanks, guys. We look forward to all the good work you'll do for our city. Welcome to the team. Last month, the Human Relations Commission hosted the 26th annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Breakfast. Here's a look at what took place.
This is the 26th year that the Human Relations Commission has hosted the annual Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Breakfast. Back on January 19, 1987 was the first year that the Commission hosted the breakfast, and we had 75 people attend. It was held in a small church in Greensboro. Over the next couple of years, by 1992, that audience had grown to 300. So today we have moved the breakfast to the Curry Convention Center. We anticipate having over 800 attend the breakfast this morning.
Well, certainly this is a day of remembrance and celebration, but it also makes us want to do more in the future because there is work left to be done.
The community enjoys coming together for this event every year. It gives them a way to commemorate and honor Dr. King's legacy to civil rights and all he did for the nation.
Today is just a set of reminders to remind everybody that Dr. King left for us some very clear guideposts in life if we're seriously talking about transforming things. He taught us dedication, commitment, how to find a way to find the best in people, how to speak out against things that are wrong, and how to kind of wed ourselves to the idea that if you believe things can change, they really will change. It's kind of like the March on Washington when people looked up and realized that there really was a rainbow of Americans who were black and white, and Latino and Asian and Native American, that they were Jew and Gentile. They all wanted to get together to try to find a way to push a real heavy ball up a steep hill and to do that. And they did it together. And I think one of the key things about this is that it was reflective of the fact that that kind of coalition building really at the end of the day brings about a sense of progress.
This is really the choir. This is the group that gets up at 7 o'clock in the morning on a holiday and is out with a sense of purpose. And these are the folks that are going to carry the message out to our community and make a difference.
The city is a proud supporter of this event. We have an opportunity to be networkers, to be supportive of all of the efforts that's going on in our community to make this an ideal model city for diversity. It means that we can pave the way for those folks that are working so hard in our community to achieve a place where everyone has fair treatment.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with our special guest and much more City Connections.